It's a family community event. It's not just for, most people think of it as an event just for individuals in treatment, but it's for people in long term recovery. Individuals in treatment is different from individuals in recovery. Treatment is just the beginning of the journey in the process of recovery. So this is to celebrate the many individuals. We have over 5,000 active members of various 12-step programs that have been able to sustain the quality of their lives after drug use.
You know, I believe that Baltimore, even though we do have a preponderance of drug users, we do have a tremendous recovery as a network
Yes.
going on here. We have Turk House Recovery Network, Gardenzia. We have a lot of different places where persons can get some help and some hope. How is it that you personally got into recovery yourself?
I had to hit a bottom. Through 24 years of active addiction, I made a decision that I didn't want to live that way anymore. And I began on the journey of going to treatment and then getting involved in a 12-step program, and have now been able to improve the quality of my life a day at a time.
Monica, there's some persons in the radio listening audience who may not know what treatment is. They may not know what recovery is. They may not know about the process of recovery. And the reason why I'm keying in on that is because being a recovering individual myself, even though I was in school, went to college and graduate school and all, I was a practicing a professional. But also, I'm an addict and an alcoholic, but didn't know it and didn't know about the process of recovery. And so, if I was in the academic arena, an educated individual, and did not know about the process of recovery, I'm quite sure that there are others out there who do not know about it. And our broadcast really not only is to give hope to persons who suffer from the disease of addiction, but also to educate them about the arena of recovery. Talk about just what is treatment.
Treatment is the beginning process of moving an individual from a state of dependence to begin to live independently off drugs. So treatment allows the body, is a facility or location where an individual will go to be able to allow their bodies to be able to heal, their minds be able to heal, and their spirits begin to become awakened from the years of drug addiction.
And at the same time, you're in a controlled environment.
Exactly.
That's inpatient.
Yes.
Inpatient.
Yes.
Explain or tell our radio listening audience the difference between inpatient and outpatient treatment.
Inpatient treatment is you're in a protected environment that's secure, but it's not like most people think of treatment as jail or prison, but it's not whereas though you're locked in. You have the freedom to come and go if you choose to, but treatment allows you to be detached from the lifestyle of using day after day and get you acclimated to a new way of living, a programmed way of living where you begin to focus on the start of your day to the end of your day and be able to develop a successful plan to get you from to guide you from the time you wake up to the time you go to bed. And it allows you to get acclimated to that change for a period of time, anywhere from 21, 28, 30, 60, 90 days. So it allows you to begin to transform your life based on beginning to practice new behavior patterns.
Very well said. Very well said. I'm sitting here looking at you, Monica, and my mind goes back because I was your pastor at one time.
Yes.
And you were my secretary, and at that time you were in active addiction. But when I hired you, I didn't know that.
Right.
And somehow or another, you had to leave the job. We worked both. I was a pastor, and you were my secretary in the church. But from then to now, and we were talking about being in a controlled environment and treatment and recovery. God has really done a marvelous work on you. You're a beautiful young lady.
Thank you.
The way in which you're talking about recovery, you're talking about it because you have the experiential knowledge of it.
Yes.
And I thank God that both of us didn't die out there using, because both of us know a lot of people who did not Make it.
out.
Is that right?
Yeah, exactly. You know, I was thinking the other day about how many people that I've come in contact with over the years of active addiction and who's still here and who's not. And I've used some of the same drugs, I've been in some of the same situations that they have, but I serve a loving and caring God
Praise
that
the
has
Lord.
spared me and allowed me to be able to live according to His purpose and not my own. So once I decided that I no longer wanted to use anymore, I have devoted my life to helping God's people. So,
Wonderful. Wonderful.